First Amendment award that the JACC gives out every year to an administrator that goes above and beyond the call of duty of just being an administrator and helps out, in this case, the quality newspaper, of course. It's not that we always see eye to eye together, but we do at least sit down and talk and stuff. But the person I'm going to introduce to you, his name is Kenn Pierson. He's our Dean of Communications and Languages at College. And this year, especially, I've been at Rio Hondo for 33 years as a teacher, and this is the first year that I've ever been called into the office by a president asking about the stories we've been printing in the paper. And I could have taken a union person in with me, but instead we went in, Ken and I went in together, and he backed me up, and we withstood a few of the questions that were going on in the office. And we came out of it looking all right. And then a little bit later on, we had another problem. And he and I met the vice president who settled that problem also. He is very instrumental in helping out our program, and he's really, really a wonderful person with the students. He really cares about the school newspaper, and he cares about the students at Rio Hondo College. And so without further ado, I'd like to present Kenn with the First Amendment Award.
When I learned that I was going to be receiving this award, I was surprised, no, that's not the word, flabbergasted. Because as the dean over a division that includes supervision of the departments of English and speech and journalism, I thought free speech is just what I do. It is all about what we do in education in general, but particularly in a division like ours, communications and languages, as John mentioned. So, to me, it's just what I think needs to be done is to protect everybody's ability to speak freely, especially freedom of the press. John has alluded to a few incidents that we have. What makes our campus challenging, I think, is the fact that we are not only trying to forge ahead with digital newspaper production and magazine production, as many of your institutions are, but in the process of reporting news during a time where we have an administration, let's say the higher administration, those even higher than me, that would prefer every bit of news to be positive news about our college. And maybe that's not all that unusual, but it's been a particularly challenging past 3 or 4 years that I've been dean and working with John. And we're bringing a radio program back out of dormancy. It's been dormant for about 20 years. We've had some unique challenges, and as John mentioned, we've had some face-to-face encounters with playing both sides of the table, John on one side and the president on the other. So this is a scenario some of you may be familiar with, but from the bottom of my heart to John, I say thank you for being the long-term advocate of free speech at our school. To Chuling Yi,